చేసే అందరూ లేచి నిలబడవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. జాతీయ గీతాలాపన బ్యాండ్ ప్లీజ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా విచ్చేసినటువంటి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ గౌరవనీయులు శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారికి ఎన్టీఆర్ జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ అండ్ మెజిస్ట్రేట్ ఢిల్లీరావు గారు పుష్పగుచ్ఛంతో స్వాగతిస్తున్నారు. చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ డాక్టర్ కె జవహర్ రెడ్డి ఐఏఎస్ గారికి సబ్ కలెక్టర్ సంపత్ సార్ పుష్పగుచ్ఛంతో స్వాగతిస్తున్నారు. చీఫ్ ఎలక్టోరల్ ఆఫీసర్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ శ్రీ ముఖేష్ కుమార్ మీనా ఐఏఎస్ గారికి సబ్ కలెక్టర్ అదితి సింగ్ గారు పుష్పగుచ్ఛంతో స్వాగతిస్తున్నారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ చీఫ్ ఎలక్టోరల్ ఆఫీసర్ శ్రీ ముఖేష్ కుమార్ మీనా గారిని స్వాగతోపన్యాసం చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. ముందుగా జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన కార్యక్రమం. ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా విచ్చేసినటువంటి రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ సార్, చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ డాక్టర్ కెఎస్ జవహర్ రెడ్డి ఐఏఎస్ గారు, చీఫ్ ఎలక్టోరల్ ఆఫీసర్ శ్రీ ముఖేష్ కుమార్ మీనా ఐఏఎస్ గారు జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొంటున్నారు. నేషనల్ ఓటర్స్ డే సందర్భంగా జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన కార్యక్రమం జరుగుతోంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ చీఫ్ ఎలక్టోరల్ ఆఫీసర్ శ్రీ ముఖేష్ కుమార్ మీనా ఐఏఎస్ గారిని స్వాగతోపన్యాసం చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri S. Abdul Nazir Garu, our respected Chief Secretary Shri K.S. Jawahar Reddy Garu, Postmaster General Mr. Murthy Garu, representatives from all political parties, senior officers from Postal Department and CEO Office, officers of the Collector, and all the participants today who have come here as a remembrance of their getting the vote for the first time. Our young boys and girls who have come here, along with the awardees who are going to be felicitated today. A very heartfelt, warm welcome to all of you on this special occasion of National Voters' Day, the 14th National Voters' Day, celebrated all over India by Election Commission of India through the state CEOs and the district election officers. Honorable Sir, this day, basically this is a day which is a reminder of our shared responsibility towards the foundation of the democracy. Foundation of the democracy which is represented by the key element which is the voter and the key factor which is the election process. This day is also reflects upon the importance of active participation of all the electors in building the nation through their vote. Sir, in Andhra Pradesh, We have taken a lot of efforts in the last 1 year to improve the role, to purify the role, to improve the health of the role. As a result, the final publication of role was happened on 22nd of January, and we have today in our state 4.08 crore voters, and I'm happy to inform you that the women voters in Andhra Pradesh are more than the men voters. The gender ratio is 1036. For every 1,000 male voters, there are 1036 women voters. Sir, in the last 2 months, we were able to enroll the fresh voters, the new voters, which is 18 to 19-year voters who are getting enrolled for the first time, who would get the opportunity to vote for the first time. Almost 5.3 lakh new young boys and girls we have enrolled. And we will not stop here. There is a gap. Still there is a gap. There are some voters, young voters who are yet to be enrolled. In the next 2 months, through a special campaign, through programs like this, through message of the Honorable Governor, we are making an attempt to motivate all the others left out young voters to get themselves enrolled before the elections. With the final roll, this process has not stopped. We are continuing to enroll the new voters as and when they apply and as and when we encourage them to become a part of the electoral process. Today, sir, some of the officers, right from the district collector level up to the BLO level, who is our the lowest level field functionary, to recognize their efforts in the electoral roll enrollment as well as in other processes related to elections. We have selected them, and then we have requested them to come here. Those with your in your honorable presence, with your hands, they will be felicitated, sir. And sir, before closing this thing, I would like to say that the elections, general elections, which are within next 3-4 months, they will be declared, they'll be announced. We, as a team, Election Commission representative in Andhra Pradesh, through CEO and DEOs and down up to the BLO level, and with the help of the state government chief secretary, sir, we are making ourselves prepared and ready for the upcoming elections to be conducted in the most free and impartial manner. Thank you, sir, and welcome you again.
Thank you, sir. గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ డాక్టర్ కెఎస్ జవహర్ రెడ్డి ఐఏఎస్ గారిని మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
Chief guest of the today's morning function, Honorable Governor Sri S. Abdul Nazir ji, and my colleague, Chief Electoral Officer of State of Andhra Pradesh, Mukesh, and the colleagues who have come from districts and other distinguished guests, and my dear young voters. Greetings on the occasion of National Voters' Day. In fact, the current details have been mentioned by the Chief Electoral Officer. There is no need for me to dwell on the same thing. I would like to just draw attention to one phrase, that is universal franchise. So, universal suffrage or franchise ensures the right to vote for as many people who are bound by a government's laws as possible, as supported by the one person, one vote principle. So, if you go historically, if you see historically, which we'll see little later, but what does it mean? Universal adult suffrage is a foundation of a representative democracy, because ours is a representative democracy. We elect MLAs, we elect MPs, they go to the lawmaking, the assemblies and the parliaments, and then they make the laws. So the equality is necessary for running a nation peacefully, as well as maintaining the welfare of people. Because we see the people, the parties come before us with the manifestos, which in a way represents the aspirations of the people, needs of the people. That's why the voting right is so important. Universal adult suffrage is a reflection of equality. It upholds equality by providing all citizens the right to vote in elections, thereby ensuring their needs and interests are met. It holds the country together. So that's why it's so important. In fact, if you see historically, most of the developed nations also, they didn't go for universal suffrage at a go. What they have achieved is a incremental suffrage. So US, for example, France, the first time they enacted law in 1944, and the elections on the basis of universal suffrage was held in 1945. We are not very far behind. And the US, which is supposed to be the mother of all modern democracies, they had a Voting Rights Act in 1965, which ensured votes to everybody, so much later than France. And China again, universal suffrage in 1947. The women began voting only in 1953. And take the case of India. In the pre-independent period, only 13% of Indians were allowed to vote. The Motilal Nehru report was one of the first to demand for universal adult suffrage, along with the equal rights for women. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also asked for universal adult suffrage to the Simon Commission. India finally adopted universal adult suffrage when the Constitution was enacted in 1949 and implemented on January 26, 1949. So we had to start with 21 years, and later it was reduced to 18 years by 61st Constitutional Amendment in the year 1989. And coming to the importance of the universal adult suffrage and democracy, so we know in the preamble we call the Indian Constitution as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic in its preamble. And again, what is meant by sovereignty and the republic? The principle of universal suffrage helps India to fulfill these promises. In India, the citizens are considered as sovereign as they are the supreme authority. And they are the supreme authority because they have the right to choose or remove the government. The term republic refers to the supreme power being held in the hands of the citizens and the representatives chosen by the citizens. Because the supreme power is with the citizens, they transfer by the voting right to the representatives they choose. These rights are provided by this principle and exercised through voting. That's why this year's theme, so we need to enroll ourselves. That's the right that has been created by the Constitution. So India adopted after it became independent the universal suffrage compared to the other states, other countries which had incremental suffrage. So this right we have to exercise by enrolling ourselves. And not only that, we have to exercise our voting right also. That's why this year's theme is so apt and very relevant, because through this right, the power that is given to us, that the citizens who are sovereign, and we need to exercise. That's why the theme says, nothing like voting, I vote for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request the Honorable Governor, Sri Abdul Nazir sir, to distribute epic and prizes to awardees. Gaurava Andhra Pradesh Rashtra Governor Garini, ఎలక్షన్ ఫోటో ఐడెంటిటీ కార్డ్ అలాగే అవార్డు గ్రహీతలకు ప్రైజెస్ అందివ్వవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. ముందుగా కొత్తగా ఎన్రోల్ అయినటువంటి యువ ఓటర్లకు ఎలక్షన్ ఫోటో ఐడెంటిటీ కార్డు గౌరవ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారు అందజేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. భార్గవరావు పోలిశెట్టి, విజయవాడ వెస్ట్. శ్రేయా ఆకుల, విజయవాడ వెస్ట్. శ్రేయా ఆకుల గారికి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ ఎలక్షన్ ఫోటో ఐడెంటిటీ కార్డును అందజేస్తున్నారు. తర్వాత షరోన్ పుష్పముద్రబోయిన, విజయవాడ సెంట్రల్. షరోన్ పుష్పముద్రబోయిన, విజయవాడ సెంట్రల్. సాయి కిరణ్ జాంబవి, విజయవాడ సెంటర్. సాయి కిరణ్ జాంబవి. తర్వాత లక్ష్మీనాథ్ మట్టా, విజయవాడ ఈస్ట్. యువ ఓటర్లకు ఎలక్షన్ ఫోటో ఐడెంటిటీ కార్డును అందజేశారు. ఇప్పుడు కలెక్టర్స్ అండ్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఎలక్షన్ ఆఫీసర్స్కు అవార్డ్స్ని అందజేయవలసిందిగా రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ గౌరవనీయులు శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని కోరుతున్నాం. ముందుగా విజయనగరం జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ నాగలక్ష్మి ఐఏఎస్ గారిని ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. వీరికి మెమెంటో, సర్టిఫికేట్, క్యాష్ ప్రైజ్ మనీని ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారు అందజేస్తున్నారు. విజయనగరం జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ నాగలక్ష్మి ఐఏఎస్ గారు అందుకుంటున్నారు. సర్టిఫికేట్, మెమెంటో, క్యాష్ ప్రైజ్ మనీ.